What's going on, all you gamers? Today I'm going to be going over a game I feel has flown a little under the radar, and it's out in just under a month's time. So if you like looter and shooters and customising your character, then stay tuned as I go over what is the Ascent. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. I'll be bringing you all the latest hints and tips and builds and fun gameplay. And of course a lot of content on the Ascent when it hits on Game Pass day 1 for July the 29th. But for now, what exactly is the Ascent? So the Ascent is a kind of action role-playing game / isometric shooter. It has an abundance of RPG elements and looks to have some great deal of customization, as well as some great looting and shooting aspects as you gear up and improve your character through leveling, attribute points and augmenting them to create the character and playstyle that you truly want. So the game itself is set in a cyberpunk world where the type of governing body has collapsed and you set out to see if you can make your way without it. The Ascent is 1 to 4 player and really does look to have a focus on customization and basically making the character your own. And then of course there's the gunplay and skills. You can also augment your character and equip the best loot to take your enemies on. Now, one thing to me that already stands out as really nice is the aesthetics and the actual presentation of the game and the maps and environment you're going through. Another great thing is that you can kind of duck in or crouch behind cover at any time and use it to your advantage. If they're over the other side of the map, why not duck behind cover, make sure you're not getting shot at. Obviously they too can do exactly the same. Another great thing is that you can shoot both high and low. I'm sure this will come into play quite a lot during this game, and it looks like it could help to mix up the gameplay of sorts but keep it really fast paced and fun. Now, this is the first game that's developed by a very small studio called Neon Giant, consisting of just 11 people in their team. But don't let that put you off. I've seen many a game lately brought out by absolutely huge developers and studios and such, and to be perfectly honest, when they've hit day 1, they've had an absolute abundance of issues. So what I'm hoping is that these guys are a little bit more tightly knit and they put a lot more TLC into it because they're a lot more hands-on. Fingers crossed, obviously only time will tell, but hopefully when it hits day 1 it will not have quite as many issues as some of the other games lately. Now, for myself, looking at this, I really feel like it could be a real gem that not many people know about at the moment. The combat, the just jumping into cover whenever you want and using that to your advantage, the fact that you can really customise and go to town on your character, and the 1 to 4 player aspect. Obviously, if you like single player games, this looks really fun, but I've got to admit, when I'm watching it in 3 and 4 player co-op, it looks ridiculous. There's loads of skills that go together, there's a guy walking around with an absolute bubble shield that goes on him. It looks a really fun game to play. One of you could be a tank, one of you could be damage. It looks like you can customise and just adapt them to your own playstyle or around your team. Now, like I said, of course, it's going to be free on Game Pass on day 1. So as soon as it's the 29th of July, this will hit Game Pass and everyone will be able to grab it as long as you have Game Pass. If you haven't, obviously, you'll probably need to do a little bit of research just to make sure you want to part with your money. But for me, it's looking to shape up really well so far from everything that I've seen. Now, there is still a month to go until it's released, but like I said, I feel like it is heading in the right direction and definitely looks like something I'd be interested in. If you're after your fix of gearing up and decimating your foes as your character kind of develops, levels up and just gets more powerful, this definitely looks like it might be your type of game. So for myself, I definitely think this is a game to watch out for. It could be something really good, and at the very least it looks like it's going to be a ridiculous amount of fun. As always, guys and girls, take care. I'll see you on next day.